Come on, get in. Okay, everybody.
Are we going?
Yeah, we're live.
All right.
Stop. So anyway, hey,
We are.
I got it. Hey, Chicago sports. Anyway, the Chicago Cubs over there, Wrigley Field, did not play today. Didn't play today. It was a rain delay. It was postponed. Got canceled. Got rained out. Now, in a really bizarre way, it feels as if this is kind of a blessing in disguise, because they had a 5-0 lead yesterday and they lost. They gave it all up in the seventh inning. Then they lost outright. Was that what it was?
Seventh, eighth, ninth.
Okay.
Toronto scored 8 runs in.
Because
Three innings.
I saw the highlights of that game. I was busy, so I had to see the highlights. I didn't get to sit and watch the full game. Armstrong has been playing much better. Offensively, they're heating up a little bit. However, they don't have the pitching. They don't have the relief pitching. And the final game, they burned out everybody. And are they done with the Blue Jays pretty much now? Or do they have to go to Canada?
No, I don't think they go to Canada.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because,
If they do, it's way late in the season.
okay, well, and it may not even matter, because the next 3, excuse us, we just had dinner.
Because the question, before you say that who's coming up, the question, and that's what today's short video is, did the Cubs catch a break today because they didn't have any arms in the bullpen? Or is it good that they're resting them because
They play up next, they play the Mets, play the Cardinals, they play the Padres, not exactly in that order, but that's the 3 next teams that they play.
But then again, if you know,
And if you look at the schedule, the next 6 teams that they play against, they're all tough teams.
and you might say, well, they caught a break today because they didn't play. But you know what? Before we got on here, everybody in the division won. So the Cubs lost a half a game to everybody.
So they didn't pick up anything.
They didn't pick up any ground today at all.
Didn't pick up any ground.
But now you can sit there and go, well, the relievers are resting because now they got this gauntlet. Because, again, the weak sisters of the poor schedule are done.
Yeah.
Okay, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done with the Giants. They're done with the Rockies. Okay. So they now have to play teams that are in the playoff hunt. And
if they're not in the playoff hunt, they're playing for pride.
And then we also looked real quick on the status of Justin Steele. And I didn't realize how old Justin Steele was.
He's 29 years old.
He's 29 years old.
And he's been hurt twice.
With 2
severe, incredibly severe injuries. His career might be over.
And no one knows when he's coming back.
There is no time.
No timetable.
So he might not come back.
Okay. So, again, the question is, you had the day off after a debacle yesterday, but resting these pitchers, and they're trotting out these relievers that are just getting shelled.
Holby Milner and Phil Maton and who's the other
Thornton.
one? Thielbar.
Thielbar looked terrible yesterday. So, I think the Cubs are 7 games out of first.
And they're not going to catch first place at all.
And how many times have they played the Brewers this year?
Well, they have to play them again.
Okay, but they've only played them what? Did they play them up there here?
I think they played them only one time.
So 3 games.
I got to double check that.
Okay, because if that's the case and they only played them 3 games, I think they played them 14 times. They got to play the Brewers 11 more times.
Play the Cardinals a lot more times too. Play the Pirates a lot more times too.
So
they could be in 5th place by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Hell, they could be in 5th place
by the All-Star break.
Well, by August 1st, August 6th.
Okay, so
I could see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you watched the game yesterday, it was a disaster. Another disaster today was the White Sox.
Yeah, and you sat and you watched that.
I watched that because Cubs weren't on, and I tried to get the U.S. Open but then I got to the U.S. Open, and then all of a sudden, Southern Illinois has weather warnings, so they got that thing going, and people pointing in the directions, and they got the U.S. Open in the deep corner, and
There's not much difference, and I don't think there's much difference between the Cubs and the Sox.
But anyway, the Sox
especially their pitching.
Sox are winning 3-1 going into the 8th. Detroit got a run in the 8th to make it 3-2. Detroit got a run in the 9th to make it 3-3. Then with this invisible man nonsense, Sox put the guy on at second base in the 10th. They take the lead in the 10th. And in the bottom of the 10th, they give it up and they lose 5-4. And they've lost 3 in a row to the Detroit Tigers.
Detroit had, 15 hits? 13?
13 hits, and the Sox had an error, so they had at least 14 base runners.
Well, if you give up an error and you give up 13 hits, yeah, it's safe to say you're not going to win, mathematically.
And the Sox now have to play Cleveland.
Who's very good.
Tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, who's the leader in the division.
And the Minnesota Twins are only 4 games back.
Who have nobody.
And
Byron Buxton.
I like that team.
Byron Buxton, and I couldn't tell you who the other 24 guys on the roster
Victor
are.
Caratini and Josh Bell.
Victor Caratini and Josh Bell. Okay. And then the Tigers are only 7.5, and Kansas City, who's in dead last, is only 8. So really,
both Chicago teams could easily miss playoffs in baseball, which that would be a tragedy. But that's a severe situation. It's a severe reality.
I just crossed my mind real quick because we have the viewers out there. We still had our trivia question. Name the Chicago Bulls head coach. Okay.
No one said it. We went to trivia in real life last night,
and we didn't get any responses yet. And if you look us up, and please don't use. Try not to use Google or anything, because
you're going to have to.
That defeats the whole answer. You're probably
But you're going to have to, and I don't really care if you do.
Okay. But anyway, and the Cubs, eventually on the back end are going to have to play Toronto in. You said August?
2nd.
Okay, so they must have an off day or a non-travel day or whatever.
August 6th, they play the Dodgers.
So they have another series with the Dodgers?
They got to play the Dodgers in August.
Okay, so the remainder of the schedule could be a little bit rough.
That could be it. Really. By the time of the first, second week of August, that might be the season right there.
Yeah.
Because, really, and they've had no response. They don't have anybody.
No. And this show is basically giving you an update, kind of a current status right now. We don't want to get, we're not going to try to make this a big long-winded show kind of a deal.
Because there's no point for it, really.
We're just we're repeating, we're repeating ourselves over and over, because we got some great ideas down the line for some shows next week.
The next one will be the defensive players.
Defense nonsense, and then we got a special one, probably.
Do we? You didn't tell me what it is.
Well, the one that we're gonna do.
That one, yeah. Keep posted.
Okay, we got to keep you posted on that, based on because this coming weekend I might have to attend a high school basketball shootout. And we may not have time for that, but
so it would have to be next week.
It'd be middle of next week, because then
I can't do anything on Tuesday.
No, you got your school stuff. I understand that. So if we don't sneak it in this week,
it would have to be next week.
Probably like next Wednesday or probably next Thursday. We got a real special edition for you.
Okay, I can live with that next Thursday.
And in between that, we're going to talk about. Some defensive metrics.
Actually, that works perfect for me. Actually, I'll tell you why later.
Okay. Defensive metrics on individuals, past and present.
Well, also the one that we're gonna do a players. We're gonna actually, I guess we can do 2 player spotlights, because we did one for Ben Zobrist, a few months back. We're going to do one on a St. Louis Cardinal, and we're going to do one on another 2016 Chicago Cub.
Because they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, because in the last 10 years or so, we've had to hear so much about a current situation that happened in Cub baseball history, Cardinal baseball history, and it's really, now we're just baseball conspiracy theorists in a way. However, a dead clock is also right twice a day, and you kind of think that we've hit.
I think we're right on. We're
right on the money in a way.
We're right on the money, and it's not like we're inventing anything with this stuff.
No.
Because you could do the same research we have done, and it's all based on
Baseball Reference.
Reputable individuals. So we don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much, but those are the ideas of our next two coming shows, especially, and then we'll tie in with what the Cubs and the Sox have been doing. But again, the Cubs had a rain out today. And again, and the highlight or the title of this show is going to be, was that a good thing or a bad thing? Because they had a rain out.
I don't know. I mean, I think it is.
They're resting arms, but they lost a half a game to everybody in the division.
Okay, but here's the situation. They're not built to win a division. Hell, they're not built to win in postseason. But the situation is, this is the problem that no one is talking about. There might not be a baseball season next year. No, wait, just hear me out. And you said, and because you and I had a talk about it before, and you said in every other strike or shortened season or what have you, there was at least some form of baseball. 1994, there was some form of baseball. Here, there may not be any at all. Might not be any. So, if you think of it like this, there may not be another MLB season by the time of 2029. Really?
Well, it would be
or 28.
28. All 27 would be gone.
So 2028. So you're going to have to wait till 2028 to see anything. I would really hope that the Cubs and the 150th year of the team, 10 years removed of winning the World Series, in a season where it might be the final stand, the last hurrah for a very long time, I would kind of hope that they make the wild card. I don't know if they can.
It may be already done, because
I don't know if they can.
It's been my experience in my profession that that I once had. I'm retired now, but closed door, back door meetings already have conclusions to those meetings before they give the outcome out. Example, if you're hiring somebody, you know who you're going to hire. It's a backdoor deal. It's very extremely possible that the owners and player reps and everybody knows right now that they're not going to be able to come to some agreement, and it might already be etched in stone that there's going to be no baseball.
So if
that were the case, some teams right now might be sitting there going,
I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. And if the Cubs are in that situation, I'm not saying the Cubs don't care anymore, but if they have so many guys that may not be returning.
I mean, and if you look at the roster.
Okay, and again, as you said, sometimes we lean on conspiracy theories, but but think about it. It's not crazy to think that.
No, it's not crazy.
If all these guys are hurt, okay, and then why go out and trade and get rental players basically from August until late September? Then you got to do something with those people, knowing that there will be no baseball next year.
I mean, they sent Moises Ballesteros down.
Ballesteros is gone.
He's the only DH.
Okay.
He's the only true, real DH, and he's a left-handed bat.
They brought the guy up just to run the other day.
They're not using him.
They're not. Rivera is. I think Rivera's eventually going to go down.
You mean Ramirez?
Ramirez. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
But then you'll know about at the trade deadline how serious they are. Because if they're going to trade people just to get these guys for 6 weeks and then not have baseball,
how are you going to operate? Because logistically, are you still going to have a draft? Are you going to have?
Oh, you still go through the same rigmarole. Yes,
okay,
you do.
Okay, but if you're not
Rock
playing,
Chowowski.
okay, but if you're not going to play, if let's say say sake of argument, there's no season. They have a full lockout. It's completely locked out for for
Right.
March all the way to October.
Right. I'm expecting him to play, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lockout. But go ahead.
Okay. At this current point of the Chicago Cubs, you paid big money for Bregman. He's not producing. You paid big money for Dansby Swanson. He's a tremendous shortstop and not a great offensive power. You don't really have anyone to catch other than Carson Kelly, who's a glorified rental player, or Miguel Amaya, who has been hurt multiple times. They don't have anybody else. If you're going in the next decade, following the next 10 years, we're starting of next year, there's no season at all whatsoever, and all you really have is Nico Horner and Pete Crow Armstrong. That's not good.
Okay, but I want to, and no one has given me this answer, and I can't find this answer anywhere. And if you guys know what the answer is, great. If there is a lockout, does the player's year of that contract go away, or does that add? Because if that's the case, and Dansby Swanson don't play next year, but he gets paid, is that one less year we got to deal with Dansby Swanson, which could be a good thing if he's going to hit $170. Because if he's got 3 years left on his contract, and next year there's no baseball, that takes away a year. Then we don't have to worry about, or is it just all bets are off and you start where you left off? And no one's got that answer.
Well, do the guys in AAA play at all? Would they play?
No, they wouldn't. No, I don't think so.
So there'd be no baseball ever
for next year. But I want to know, how does that year count on a guy's contract?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
You'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up.
Because next year, if there's no contract, that would be considered Bregman's second year. So when they come back to baseball, if there's a lockout, that would be Bregman's third year. And if he has a shit year this year and it don't make the playoffs, and then he's got to sit out a year, then he goes into that next year, which is his third year, he could sit there and go, I don't want to come back. But I have yet to find out how that works.
Well,
so if anybody out there has the answer to that question, feel free to comment on us and say, or is it because you're not playing, I don't know if they get paid or not. Okay, or you might sit there and go, well, they're not getting paid, so therefore it doesn't count. Then if that's the case, then Dansby Swanson's going to be a year older, and his contract's going to be extended another year. And then we got to put up with this shit for one more year on the back end.
See, because they don't see, that's the other thing of it is, they're going into a terrible situation.
But all the teams are in the same boat.
No, I know, but I don't care about Baltimore. Okay. I don't care about the other teams. I care about the Cubs more so than the White Sox. Okay. But Chicago, the north side, they're not in a good spot right now. They're going into a terrible situation, and they don't have a backup plan.
No, but they don't have a backup plan, but I still...
They don't.
Okay, and I have said this before. I still believe the Cubs are going to, because of how many teams go in, I believe that, and that might be their goal. We're going to get to the playoffs.
I'll take that.
Yay!
I'll accept it.
And then there's a lockout. And they're an early exit. They get nobody back. Okay, they play a 2 out of 3 series with somebody with this half-ass pitching staff, and you know that Caleb Horton's not going to be back, and Steele's not going to be back, and you go in there and you lose, and then they pack up all their shit. They know then, right then and there's going to be a lockout, and then everybody just flocks and goes everywhere else.
I'll accept it. I mean, if that's what it is, but again, don't lie to me.
Okay.
Because that's what they're doing right now. In the context of,
they
look how great we are.
But they can't let the cat out of the bag about whether or not there's going to be a lockout, because nobody really knows.
I mean, I think you can.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's already kind of speculating it anyway.
So, but, and I didn't look, I would imagine since they lost a half a game, that they're no longer a wild card team. I have not looked at that. And then somewhere along the line, there's a night game tonight. And that's another thing with this Sunday night baseball. Before you knew you could turn on ESPN and there was, I don't know if it's on NBC, NBC Plus, Peacock,
Amazon Prime.
I don't know. And the other thing, and this is going to sound, I'm going to even quantify it by saying it's going to sound bad, because it is going to sound bad.
I'd rather you not say it then.
Okay.
Don't say it then. I'd rather you not say it then, because I don't know what you're going to say.
Well, you'll kind of agree with me a little bit, because we kind of talked a bit off the air, when on the national network, I would prefer, I'm just going to say this, I would prefer you have your qualified announcer, and they usually bring in people from each team, and then they kind of chime in as the color commentators along the way, and most of them so far have been not very good. And I don't know how about you guys, but I can't watch a baseball game
when you don't understand
if the announcers are bad. And you're getting former baseball players with no communication skills, to go 3 hours on the air. And it's not enjoyable to watch. And NBC's doing this thinking that this is what people want. No, I want John Miller and Joe Morgan from ESPN. I want Tony Kubek and Bob Costas, okay? I want, Harry Carey and Jimmy Pearsall. I want Hawk Harrelson and Steve Stone.
Okay, well, none of those people are here now.
No. So, but this is on the national network, and this is what they're doing, and I think it's a bad idea. But, so I don't know who they would got tonight. I don't, because first of all, I don't even know what the game of the week is tonight.
Does it really matter?
Well, it matters because I think right now it's the only sporting event on. See, that's the other thing. This is the rough time of the year. Okay, the U.S. Open's going to be done. Thank God there's no more basketball and no more hockey because it went too long. Okay, if hockey ended up in late March or April, it would be great. I like hockey. I like Stanley Cup hockey. But to go to almost July, people, let's put this in perspective.
It's a winter game.
It's a winter game. Okay, they get done in July and they're going to start training camp in August.
Yeah, just a couple weeks. So that's no time to...
I can't watch ESPN and the Bananaramas or whatever the hell they call themselves.
You mean the Savannah Bananas?
I cannot watch that. That's not real baseball. It's boring. I hope Game 2 of the College World Series is tonight.
Well,
And if that's on, I probably will tune into that, or on the Ion Network or the We Network. There could be the Colombo marathons.
Well, anyway, I think we've said everything that we can say.
But an update currently as we speak right now, and what time we got at the...
It's like 6:15.
6:15, the Cubs lost half a game to everybody in the division.
Yay.
They're 7 games out of first, and they play the New York Mets at Wrigley Field tomorrow at the...
No. They go to New York.
They go to New York?
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably on a plane right now. It's night game, 6:20.
Oh.
I think they go, if I read that correctly, they're going to Queens.
It's because the Sox are coming home, and usually they don't...
So they're going to Queens.
Oh, they're on the road against the Mets?
Meaning they're going to get their asses kicked by the Mets, probably.
And then the game after that, they're going to be on the road too?
Yeah.
So they're on the road now.
They have a road trip now.
Oh, well, I think we probably need to sign off. I did not realize that. I thought they were playing at Wrigley Field against...
No.
So, and I would love to say they're playing at Shea Stadium, but they're not. At Citizens Bank.
It's Citi Field.
Is it still Citi Field, or have they changed the name there too?
It's Citi.
Okay. All right.
CITI.
Yeah.
Field.
And we'll watch Juan Soto bang all kinds of balls over. And the other thing is, Cubs, they haven't even announced tomorrow might be one of those bullpen games where somebody starts the first
inning. So, I mean, that's stupid, too. That's an automatic loss.
Okay, so if they pull that crap off and they're on the road...
Okay, then we're doing a video because we're going to be very angry.
We'll be very angry. So, anyway...
oh, they're going to Citi Field.
Yep. Happy Father's Day for everybody out there. This is our Father's Day edition. Very short and sweet. View us up. Anything else?
I got another. Keep tuned because... Stay tuned. because you're gonna like our special video, our special episode, webisode, or vlog, or whatever. you
Our
wanna
next
call it.
two shows, okay?
aren't well.
Our next show, we're going to rattle cages, but the one after that,
Oh, you're gonna love it, people,
the one after that,
because I don't know how many people have done it yet.
okay, because you're going to sit there and go, are these two nitwits?
Are they actually there?
Could they be there?
Are they actually doing what they're doing?
And why are they doing it? So,
Oh, that might be. Well, okay.
and we'll keep you guessing.
So
And again, who's the Bulls head coach?
no one knows. When's the draft?
Tuesday.
Oh,
The
we have to do a video on the draft.
the NBA draft first day one is Tuesday.
We have to do a video on the draft.
We'll probably do it and with the TV in the background. Because the Bulls got the fourth pick.
They got-
So within the first hour, we're going to know who the hell the Bulls took.
We got to do that.
Okay. We'll do it while we're doing our defensive stuff, but we'll...
No. The draft is gonna take our entire time
Okay. Okay.
because
So our next show will be draft, NBA draft stuff.
we're gonna do the draft, and then we're gonna do the player spotlights and the defensive
And then the
metrics,
surprise.
and then the surprise video.
Okay. All right.
That's the best way to do it.
All right, that's our next plan of attack.
So-
All right, so
Because
until then,
because with the Bulls draft, there's a lot to work with.
there's a lot of comedy.
not just with the draft, but with the entire Chicago Bulls organization, franchise, top to bottom.
Oh, because yeah,
And we pretty much avoided a lot of that.
but we got kind of have a little somber thing because the Stacey King.
Yeah, Stacey King Memorial, he passed away.
Now, if Stacey King was still alive
Oh, he would love every minute of
during
it.
this whole thing, we could be a lot more
It'd be a lot better.
brutal on the Chicago Bulls. Okay? And if you're an NBA fan, as I've said before, the greatest cure for insomnia is to watch the NBA.
Well, the current one.
Yeah. I'm already getting sleepy talking about it. So,
I want to see this.
Tuesday and Wednesday. So we could flip from the disaster in New York and Flushing and who the Bulls pick. It could be a terrible Tuesday evening.
That's the name of the episode.
Terrible Tuesday evening.
You know what? That could be a new segment. Like, you remember in ESPN,
Yeah.
the Dan Levitard back in my day?
Mm-hmm.
We should do that. But anyway.
I mean, the Cubs could be down 6-0 by the time the Bulls take their first pick in the draft.
Anyway.
All right.
Hey, Chicago sports. See ya.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Adios.